Yes, welcome back. Have a good Friday and weekends. I have always liked aircrafts and flying. I did that already. I was a small boy and a bigger boy and a teenager and young adults and real adults, a grown out adult, and now I'm older. I'm older man. I'm soon age 60. I still like aircraft and flying. But the last 20 years, I've mostly just been sitting inside my apartment alone, so that's not much flying. But I like to record some video about the aircrafts, so I like to have something about aircraft and flying on my YouTube channel. And when I'm getting a new computer, more powerful computer one day, I will buy the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and I will probably spend many thousands of hours to flying around and explore. I have used the old Microsoft Flight Simulator, the FS2000, 2002 and 2004, and the Microsoft Flight Simulator FSX from like year 2005 or 6. I did use that many thousands of hours, but that was like 15 years ago. This computer is like 5 years old, so I cannot use this for any flight simulator. I have this debt, $1,000, about $1,000 to my debt every month. I pay like 7.5 years, so this is why I will not buy a new powerful gamer computer, but that's very high on my list. But I have to move out my apartment soon, because the building I'm living in, that's rented apartments, they're going to renovate like $100 million, so every tenant have to move out. So I need to make a small saving of money, so I have a little spare money when I'm moving out. So I cannot spend all money I own just to buy a gamer computer to play computer game, because that's more important. I have a home. I have a home and apartments. That's more important than a computer game, or playing a computer. To have an apartment, to have a home is always more important than a new gamer computer. But I'm just to download a lot of PDF. I'm reading on Wikipedia, but I'm not finished. I'm just read the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird I did read today. And I'm just to download all this PDF. So I was just to write this one down and download. So then I would like to talk about the Lockheed Blackbirds. I did that in my language Danish. But let me finish just one more, because my computer just crashed. But that's many 100 different kind of aircraft, so that will take many weeks and months to read about, because there's many 100 different kind of aircrafts. That's a Chinese Shenyang. I never heard about it. Shenyang FS2004. Yes, I need to open my Adobe Acrobat, because my computer just crashed. So next I like to read about the SR-71. That's one oh no, now my computer crashed again. So we can only do like this. And one day my computer will not open again, but I hope that not happen this year. But this summer I will have $450 more. Let's reboot the computer again, and let's get some cola. So it's a little bit difficult to working with a computer like this. It's interrupt my work when I'm sitting doing when it's just crash and freezing. I have to spend time and open reboot and do what. This is why I like to do this. I like to download a copy because I know my computer is freezing. But this video should be about this SR-71 Blackbird. I have played with that aircraft many hours in the old Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yes, let's log in and then let's open this Adobe Acrobat. Let's open the Adobe Acrobat because I still have this. I have this Blackbird open because I did need to make this video. So I will continue after this to download more aircraft. But now my computer is freezing. I use this as a tripod. Yes, let's open the Adobe Acrobat Reader. Then normally it says I can open all my old PDF. After some time it will do that. Yes, exactly. Then I can open, but you can only do it one time. Then everything will pop up. And I have like 50 PDF open. So, but I'd like to talk a little bit about this famous aircraft Blackbird, but I will have to do it later. It's just to get started because I'm actually I just like to get back to my bed, but I have to finish downloading all this many. And I was to read about Alaska. I'm not going to read about aircraft the next many weeks and months because I was doing something else. I was reading about Alaska, Oregon, and before that I was reading computer and steam engine. But that's taken me so much time to do this. Here we have it, the Blackbirds and the Cessna. I will read tomorrow. Yes, that's the famous Blackbird. That's American spy aircraft from the 1960s and the 1970s. Could fly very high altitude, up to like 85,000 in a super high speed like Mach 3.2 or up to 3.5. So it's still the world's fastest aircraft manned by pilots. You still have world record, I think it was 3,500 kilometers speed. That's something like Mach 3.5. So the use is in the old, like in the 60s and 70s, in the old Soviet Union. It did fly across the Soviet Union and take photos of air bases and all kinds of stuff from high altitudes. And North Korea and North Vietnam, but I think it had fly all over the world. But it's a kind of top secret, but I think it had fly everywhere and take photo everywhere. And it have entered all kind of airspace everywhere. So it can fly up to Mach, normal speed is Mach 3.2 and up to like 85,000 feet, close to 26 kilometers. So it was super high and super fast. So that's a fun one. So if you have the Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's a fun aircraft to play with. So that's an aircraft I will get when I'm getting the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 one day. But it was built on something Lockheed A112. I have just to download to my list. I did not finish because now my computer crashed 2 times. So actually I was just going to make an English vlog video, then I think about I will do this one. So I like aircraft, so I like to have more about aircraft on my YouTube channel. So this is an old American spy airplane from the late 1916s. And I think it was most active in the 1970s. And it did fly in the 1980s to like around 1990. It did retire about 1990, but then they did start to use it again few more weeks in the early 1990s. So that's a design from all before the computer. It's an old design from 1960s. So that's super old. That's no glass cockpit, no electronic. That's old analog instruments. So and the airframe was titanium. Mostly titanium, like 1985, and the temperature was super hot when it's flying like 300 degrees or like close to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was 600 degrees Fahrenheit when you're flying the windscreen, 316 Celsius. So it was boiling hot. On landing, canopy temperature was 572 Fahrenheit or 300 degrees. So that was super hot. Probably you spent a lot of billions to build it. But most people that likes aircraft, they have know about this one. This Blackbird, SR-71 Blackbird. And it looks very special. But they have one look like exactly the Lockheed A112. Lockheed A12 look like this. But I was just to download and then my computer's crashing. That's the big engine, the J58. So I'm not going to to record this video super long because I've been tired my whole day. So I'd just like to get started. Could do it again later. So they need to have a kind of special pressure suit because it was so high altitude and the temperature was so high. They need to have a special life support and the pressure suits. So that was flying around the whole world. I think that they fly everywhere. In everywhere they like, every country they like, the